Give me a second. Okay. Much better. What's up, folks? Tony Hannity's here with Lazy Tech TV, and today we're going to look at a brand new keyboard recently announced from our friends over at Roccat. This is the Magma Mini. It's a 60% keyboard, and they claim they're the first major keyboard and gaming peripherals and accessories company to come up with one of these for less than $50. So let's take a look. Now, before we move on, I need to let you folks know that Roccat did send this to us to do this review, to do the unboxing and everything else, but this is not a sponsored video. It's not an ad, but thank you very much to Roccat and their representatives for trusting us to do this for all of you who are watching. Moving on, this is a beautiful little keyboard. I've never owned a 60%, and I have so much space left on my desktop. It's actually quite nice. But for those of you who don't know what a 60% keyboard is, it's just that. It's 60% of a full-fledged keyboard. This is a 100% keyboard. This is another Roccat accessory, but you don't have the number keypad with the 60%. You don't have the directional buttons with the 60%, and so on and so forth. However, you do have all those functions with the 60%. You just have to hit the function key to access them. But it does have this matte black finish. I know some people prefer the glossy finish to it. I like the matte black. It gives it kind of a stealthy look, and with the LED backlit behind all the keys, it actually has a really nice contrast to it. And the LEDs, there's actually 5 different zones that you can customize utilizing the Swarm app on your PC. So if you have other AMO powered devices connected to your computer, like this AMO mouse pad that we just reviewed, or maybe a AMO headset like the ELO Airs, for example, you can get all those lights customized and synchronized between each other with that utility app. Now, it does have a very nice long USB cable. It's not braided. It doesn't come off of the keyboard. It's all built in. It's all stuck together. That's a little unfortunate. But again, this is $50. So they're trying to take into account where can we cut the cost, not cut corners, but cut the cost to put all the other cost into making this the best keyboard for the bang for its buck. And then on the back side here, you have the rubber feet to make sure the keyboard doesn't move, and you have ledges here to raise up the keyboard. I mean, nothing special. It's pretty run-of-the-mill there. One thing that does stand out, and this kind of goes back into why this is only $50, it feels cheap. I mean, it's lightweight, which is nice. It's not so heavy. This Vulcan keyboard is a very heavy keyboard, but it's also a $200 keyboard with all these other, functionalities and whatnot. This is a pretty cheapy keyboard. At least that's what it looks like, and that's what it feels like. But all the brain trust and all the other efforts that have gone into making this keyboard the best keyboard in the sector of that market is really on the internals of the keyboard. And one thing that sets this keyboard apart from its competitors is that this is a membrane keyboard. So there's no mechanical switches, there's no linear actuators or anything of that nature. With the mechanical keyboard, they sound really beautiful if you like that clickety-clackety kind of sound. Or, you can get switches that don't have loud sounds. But this membrane keyboard is just quiet from the get-go, which for me, after having a really loud keyboard for so long, it is kind of nice to have a quiet keyboard to just clack away on and not hear anything. But the other big benefit of having a membrane keyboard is that this is actually IP33 rated. So if you spill water onto the keyboard, you get dust on there, pet hair, anything of that nature, it's not going to affect the functionality or capability of what this keyboard can do for you. But if you have a keyboard that is linear actuator, or it has like lasers to make sure the precision point of every key stroke that you do on there, stuff can get in there, and you have to, clean all your switches from time to time. But this one, you really don't, and you don't have to worry about it. And I know some of you are going to say in the comments, oh, I found a 60% keyboard that was only $30 or even $25 on this shopping website. Why would I go with this $50 one? Well, I mean, first off, that's awesome that you did find a keyboard that fits your budget. I think that's great. And I think having those options out there are phenomenal. But if you're thinking about the main top keyboard accessory, gaming accessory companies that are out there, you think of HyperX, you think of Corsair, you think of SteelSeries, and all those keyboards, their 60% keyboards are $100 plus, and they're very good keyboards. They have really great functions and cool capabilities, like you can actually specify each keycap to be different lights, and that's awesome. That's totally cool. But in the long run, do you want all of that, or do you want a really good keyboard that's not going to break the bank, that's not going to just stick their logo onto a keyboard and just upsell you just because they can? In my opinion, I feel like Roccat has kind of done the opposite. Instead of just increasing the price just because they can, they've decreased the price, stuck their name on here. They've done their own Roccat stuff, whatever Roccat does. And I feel like this keyboard is a really good middle ground where you don't have to spend so much, but you're getting a lot out of it. But I would love to hear from you, because I am not a PC gamer. I don't game on keyboard and mouse. I game on a controller on my console. I love using this just as a daily driver, just going through my email and, you know, just kind of futzing around online. For that purpose, or writing out this outline that we're doing for this video, for that purpose, it works out great. I just, you know, just my experience with WASD and Shift and a little bit of macros, doing that in AimLab via Steam works fine. There's no problems there. So let me know what you think and what your opinions or comments or questions are in the comment section down below. Links, as always, can be found in the description below. And although I don't PC game, I said I do game, and I actually stream those games on Twitch, twitch.tv/LazyTechTony. I'd love to see you in the chat, and you let me know that you came via this video. That would be totally awesome. So until the next time, take care of yourselves and each other.